9 Terrible Habits That Ruin Your Sleep. Welcome back to the channel WISGRAM, where you can get practical wisdom for money, investing, success, and more. In today's video, I'll be sharing the 9 terrible habits that actually ruin your sleep. But before we begin, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss any of our new videos that will be uploaded every week. Now, let's get started. Sleeping is an important activity. It benefits the mental, physical, and emotional well-being, yet sleep deprivation is still prevalent. In addition, many people notice the short-term effects of poor sleep, from the inability to concentrate to weight gain, unproductivity, and the long-term issues, the increased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and anxiety or depression. While these threats are always possible, changing sleep habits are among the many ways to improve sleep quality. Here are 9 terrible habits to avoid getting good sleep. Number 1. Caffeine and nicotine. Researchers from Wayne State University and Henry Ford Hospital discovered that caffeine can take 6 hours to wear off, which can dramatically impair your sleep. It stays in the body for a long time, requiring 6 hours for just one half of the caffeine to be excreted from the body. Thus, too much of it causes insomnia, a common sleep disorder associated with trouble falling or staying asleep. On the other hand, nicotine, just like caffeine, is also a stimulant that causes insomnia and withdrawal symptoms. Studies show that smokers spend less time in deep sleep than non-smokers. The difference found is in the early phase of night sleep, where the highest nicotine levels in the smoker's blood are present. Furthermore, scientists assume that smokers may have withdrawal symptoms closer to morning, another factor that contributes to sleep problems. So try cutting back on your caffeine and nicotine consumption. Don't trade those with quality sleep. Number 2. Drinking too many liquids. Have you experienced waking up late at night just to pee? Well, that's because you quench your thirst right before going to bed. A study in mice revealed that drinking more at night is a natural part of the sleep-wake cycle, meaning excessive fluid intake at night causes nighttime bathroom trips that interfere with sleep. Drinking water is vital in staying hydrated. However, frequent urination is disruptive to your sleep. If you feel thirsty before bed, just sip a small amount of liquid. But the ideal way to stay hydrated is to drink a lot of water throughout the day. That way, you won't have to compromise on a good night's sleep. Number 3. Using too much electronics. Nowadays, most people can't live without their smartphones. So they treat it as a part of their everyday lives. From sending out messages to watching movies, it's all in one. Plus, with televisions and computers, these gadgets ensure excessive stimulation among the users. Your brain is wired to react to what it sees on the screen. Thus, it acts as a stimulant like caffeine and nicotine. What more if you use them just before bed? Instead of sending out sleep signals to your brain, you'll probably be more active and awake. For example, watching a horror film at night sends your brain into stress reaction mode rather than sleepy mode. It'll then release cortisol, which will keep you wide awake. Not to mention the light from the screen. As it ruins your healthy eyes, it also negatively impacts your sleep by suppressing the sleep-inducing hormones to react. Number 4. Exposure to light. Closing your eyes before going to sleep is not enough, as the eyelids can't fully block the light. Studies found that sleeping with lights on disrupts the sleep cycle, leading to exhaustion the next day. In addition, too much light causes repeated awakenings, which reduces the time spent in deeper and more restorative sleep stages. Data from the Defense Meteorological Satellite Program revealed that people who had light exposure while sleeping got about 10 minutes less sleep per night. They were reported to get fatigued, wake up confused at night, and have excessive sleepiness and impaired functioning during the day. It is a general rule to sleep in darkness because it reduces potential distractions and disruptions to sleep. Number 5. Lying in bed awake. What to do if you can't fall asleep within 15 to 20 minutes? Leave your bed. You need to move to another place, maybe on the veranda. Watch the stars or sit at the reclining chair to feel the breeze. You may simply stretch and breathe to relieve the tension you're feeling. You need to engage in relaxing activities, not stimulating ones, for the sleepiness to come. Only then you can return to bed. Otherwise, if you lie in bed awake for too long, your body will negatively associate with it. Instead of a safe resting place, your body will consider your bed as a difficult and triggering place. So, it's important to re-establish the relationship of bed with sleep. That way, you'll be able to attain peace. Number 6. Using your alarm clock. Most people rely on their alarm clocks to ensure they get up in time for work. But did you know that hitting the snooze button confuses your brain, leaving you feeling more tired and groggy? Plus, there is a possibility that you might watch the clock ticking when you wake up at dawn. So, if you wake up at night, just focus on sleeping again. Don't turn into your alarm clock to monitor the time. And when your alarm clock goes off in the morning, get up and start your day ahead. The so-called sunrise alarm clock also gradually wakes you up over 30 minutes by emitting natural light. This is a better alternative to setting up than an alarm on your smartphone. Number 7. Daytime napping. You feel energized when you first wake up and gradually become more exhausted as the day passes due to homeostatic sleep pressure, often known as your sleep drive. Aside from your natural circadian rhythm and sleep drive, considering the right time for naps builds up the components of your sleep cycle. If you nap in the morning, the sleep consists of the non-rapid eye movement or non-REM sleep, the first 3 stages of sleep. So, if you nap later at night, your sleep drive increases, compromising the rapid eye movement or REM sleep, the deep stages of sleep. Thus, daytime naps reduce your chances to sleep at night and suggest a sleeping disorder. Moreover, a 2015 study found that long daytime naps increase cardiovascular disease risk. Number 8. Drinking alcohol. Just like daytime napping, drinking alcohol just before bedtime reduces the amount of REM sleep. If you consume alcohol, it enters your system and you may sleep on and off throughout the night. You'll wake up easily and more often, keeping you in latter stages of sleep. Not just that, if you have alcohol in your body, you'll probably have intense and colorful dreams as your sleep pattern fades and flows. You may also experience moving a lot or talking while sleeping. Moreover, as the alcohol sedative effect wears off your body, it causes your airways to close more easily while you're asleep. So, with these risks, would you still drink alcohol before bedtime? Number 9. Taking sleeping pills. Sleeping pills are classified as sedative hypnotics. These drugs are used to go to sleep or stay asleep. Some of the sedative hypnotics include benzodiazepines, barbiturates, and various hypnotics. These drugs may be helpful for the short term but are potentially addictive and destructive in the long run. The most common side effect of sleep medications is the hangover effect, or the feeling of drowsiness, difficulty with balance or motor coordination, impaired focus or memory, and actual hangover symptoms. These side effects negatively affect all life areas, including work performance and social relationships. Any of the following side effects can be dangerous depending on your situation, and some adverse symptoms should raise immediate concern. Long-term use amplifies the frequency of negative effects and leads to dependence. This is why it's critical to consult your doctor if your sleep problems persist. Now, knowing these 9 terrible habits that ruin your sleep, what are your action plans to achieve quality sleep right away? Share it down below. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you again soon in another one of our episodes. Once again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family so that they can enjoy it as well. With that said, have a wonderful day everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.